Hello everyone, IntuitiveEdge here. Welcome once again to my channel. Thanks for joining me. I want to take a look at a story that recently came out, and I want to check and see if I can look at the cards and look intuitively at whether or not this story is true. If it is, it's quite disturbing, and so for those of you that aren't familiar with this story, I'll put the link in the description. But just to give an overview, there was a video that came out a couple of days ago about a man named Ben who was down in Arizona and was involved in a car accident where his car rolled and flipped back upright. And when he came to, he was assessing the situation, trying to figure out what just happened, and was approached by an EMT who subsequently drugged him. And the next thing he realized is he was in a hospital on a ventilator. And he tells kind of a harrowing story of getting himself off of the ventilator and off of a catheter and confronting hospital staff. And then he was told that he had COVID. And he was told, he asked, "Why did you put me on a ventilator?" And that's when he was told, "Well, you have COVID." And he said, "Well, you don't put people on a vent unless it's their last resort. Why was I vented?" And after some arguing with the hospital staff, he was able to gather his things, and he demanded an attorney and to get his medical records. Anyway, there's a lot more to that story, and it's kind of unfolding. It just happened a few days ago. So this is a pretty disturbing story. When you watch his video, it's a short video that I'll link, but I just wanted to take a look at the cards and see what I could glean from it. Is this a true story? Is he telling the truth? Is there any truth to this? If it is, it's quite disturbing, as you can imagine. So let's see what the cards have to say. I'm going to shuffle up and we'll be right back. So I pulled out some cards here, and I wrote down some specific questions and got a card on each one of the questions. So the first question is Ben telling the truth? Now, we have a major arcana coming out on that, the Magician. To me, seeing a major arcana on a direct question like that, a positive major arcana, I would suspect that he may, yes, be telling the truth. The next question, did this happen as he describes? Now, we have a second major arcana. We have the Strength card. So these two questions, is he telling the truth, and did this happen as he describes? To have both major arcanas very strong and positive tells me that yes, he's telling the truth. Are there other people that this has happened to? And I've got an interesting card on this, the card of refusal. So I'm not sure on that. I would suspect if it happened to him, there may be others that this has happened to. But not as clear on that. So maybe not in this exact manner. So not exactly clear on that question per se. What do we need to know? And I've got the King of Cups. So to me, a king, level of mastery, level of leadership, that there could be some higher levels that are aware of this situation or aware of this problem, perhaps even involved. So it could go a little bit higher up, I'm thinking, in terms of leadership. Let's see. Next question, what will come of this story? I've got the Builder's card, the card of the Architect, the Three of Pentacles. To me, this is a card of working on something, plans, designing. So there's probably some more planning and strategizing coming up with this, maybe working behind the scenes, possibly getting this story told. So I think there's more work that is being done on this, possibly under wraps for now. Now, the next question I said, is Ben in any further danger? Now I got a upright ace on this, the Ace of Cups. Generally aces are positive. And when I see it upright, as an answer to a direct question, generally aces mean yes. So when I ask, is he in any further danger, and I get a yes, he may want to take some extra precautions. Not that I'm out to give free advice, but if it were me, I would probably want to leave the area, go someplace safe. That's just free advice. That's just what I would do if it were me. The outcome for Ben and his story, it's kind of up in the air. I've got the 2 of Pentacles. This is kind of the, kind of weighing your options. What do I do this? Do I do that? So, and that's kind of going along with that builder's card, that architect of planning and strategizing. So, there could be some, I think there's some things going on behind the scenes with respect to this story. Maybe there's more to come out. Maybe there's lawyers getting involved. Maybe there's something else, I think, at play here. So I think the outcome is yet to be determined, because there could be other pieces and other factors that are involved. And until those pieces get ironed out, we may not know exactly how this is going to move forward. So whether or not whether there's any lawsuits involved, or I think it could go a million different directions at this point. So, but I think the main takeaway from this is that he is telling the truth, according to my assessment of what I see with the cards. 2 very strong cards on 2 similar questions to ascertain kind of where he's coming from. And this did happen as he describes, and he is telling the truth. So this is disturbing, to say the least. So I think we need to get to the bottom of this, and hopefully get the authorities involved, so that this is not happening, or has not happened, to other people as well. Okay, that's what I have for this. If you'd like to leave a like, thank you for joining me, and we'll catch you in the next video. Take care.